Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Siti Nur Afza, and now you are watching Group 7's presentation. Today's headline is Stress and Emotion. Okay, so stress can be defined as the feeling of being overwhelmed or unable to cope with mental or emotional pressure. Meanwhile, stress job can be defined as the harmful or physical or emotional responses that occur when some requirements of the job do not match. Okay, so there are three causes and sources of stress. The first one is environmental factors, such as politics, economic, social, technology. We all know that we were once in pandemic situation where almost the entire sector of economy had to be shut down. The situation has caused a lot of people to lose their job, and this has led to stress. Okay, the second one is organizational factors. For example, employers often incite their employees to do various things that are sometimes unrelated to their actual job. Okay, so the third one, which is the last one, is individual factors. So those whose their appearance is less attractive, they will be humiliated by their co-workers, and it will cause a lot of stress. Okay, if there are causes of stress, there are consequences of stress. The outcome of being stressed will affect your physiology, psychology, and behavior. So for physiological symptoms, workers usually will feel headache, have high blood pressure, and heart disease. Okay, for psychological symptoms, usually it will affect their mental health, such as they will have anxiety, depression, decrease in job satisfaction. Okay, satisfaction. Okay, so for behavioral symptoms, workers might practice regularly staying away from work without good reason. High level of absenteeism is caused by low job motivation. Okay, workers might also have sleeping disorder, eating disorder, and those who are smokes might increase their smoking habit. Okay, so for individual differences, this work pressure may be differ according to the individual himself or herself lah, where each of them has their own perceptions, whether it is negative or positive perceptions. Okay, for job experience, some workers have a lot more job experience than those who are new, which is fresh graduates. The next one is personality differences, which is Type A and Type B. Type A personality can do many works in one time, but they can be stressful when they could not complete their work at one time. In contrast to Type A, Type B personality are more relaxed in doing works, but they can be stressful when they are too relaxed to forget the deadline. Okay, that's all from me. Let's move to the next presenter. Thank you.
I will present about the relationship between stress level and job performance. The stress is divided into two types, namely eustress and distress. The first is eustress, which is positive type of stress, for which something is happening positively, so with that indirectly it will make a person more positive, energizes, generally short term. It can also improve our performance towards better and many benefits that can be obtained when we use stress. For example, we see millionaire traders, so we force ourselves to work hard, participate in courses on business, spend a lot of time socializing and asking for knowledge from successful people and so on. Someone who has eustress will be the stress device as a patient to increase potential and not easily give up. The second is negative stress, known as distress. It is different from eustress, where it is more negative. Those who has distress will generally very unpleasant. They often deplete energy. Distress also involves short-term or long-term. It will also decreases overperformance, and what's worse, it can lead to cycle illness, emotion depletion, and many more disadvantages that will be obtained when a person is distressed. Next is the level of stress. The first is low stress and low performance, where if a person has no stress in their life, then a person also has less potential in their life. This is due to the freedom in performing the tasks as they are not demanding and challenging. The second is high level of stress and low performance, where if the person has very extreme stress, it will also affect its potential. This is because too much stress places unattainable demands on a person. The third is moderate level of stress and improved high performance, where if the person has moderate stress, a person will achieve high performance in their life. This is because resources and energy within an employee are adequate enough to perform the task.
Hi, today I'm gonna share with all of you how we gonna manage our stress with individual approach. Firstly, we need to implementing proper time management. You need to set aside time for things you enjoy. Try to do something every day that makes you feel good, and it will help you relieve your stress. It doesn't have to be a ton of time. Even 15 to 20 minutes will do. Like you can do some relaxing hobbies, include things like reading, doing an art project, playing golf, or watching a movie. The second is increasing physical exercise. Working out regularly is one of the best way to relax your body and your mind. Plus, exercise will improve your mood, but you have to do it often for it to pay off, right? So, how much should you exercise every week? Work up to 20 to 2 hours and 30 minutes of moderately intense exercise like brisk walk, or 75 minutes of a more rigorous exercise like swimming laps, jogging, or other sport. The third one is providing relaxation training. Okay, you need to plan on some real downtime to give your mind time off from stress. If you are a person who like to set a goal, this may be hard for you at first, but stick with it. You will look forward to this moment. Restful things you can do include meditation, yoga, tai chi, prayer, and listening to your favorite music. The number four is expanding social network. Okay, if things are bothering you, talking about them can lower your stress. You can talk to your family members, friend, a trusted clergyman, your doctor, or a therapist, or your neighbor. So, and you also can talk to yourself. It's called a self-talk, and we all do it. But in order for self-talk to help reduce stress, you need to make sure it's positive and not negative. Okay, next we're gonna talk about how to manage your stress in organizational approach. Firstly, personal selection and job placement. You must make sure that work that you really want to go and that you really want to do is really you really like it, and your placement surrounding it, you must feel when you work at there you feel like you're safe, and you cannot be give you stress. The second thing is realistic goal setting. Role stress is detrimental to a large extent because employees feel uncertain about goals, expectation, how they will be evaluated, and their life. So we need to set our goal to achieve something good that will prevent we from stress. The last thing is improve your communication. Just same with the individuals approach, like you can talk with your family members, your colleague, your boss, or your boss can provide their workers with a therapist if there's something that bother them, so they can share with the therapist about their stress in work. So that's all.
Okay, let's talk about nature of emotion and mood. Emotion is intense feeling that are directed at someone or something which has an object that triggered them. How about mood? Okay, mood is feeling that tend to be less intense than emotion and often lack a contextual stimulus. Okay, next we go through about sources of emotion and mood. There are many things that impact our mood and emotion. Personality is a key component and will definitely impact the intensity of the emotion we feel. The day and time of week is a common pattern for all of us. Many are happy toward the end of the week. Weather is thought to have an impact on our emotion, but there is no proven effect. Stress is an important factor, and even at low level it can cause our mood to change. It is important to maintain a low level of stress to help us control our psychological as well as our physical health. Social activity have been shown to have a positive impact on our moods. This could be physical outlets such as playing in a basketball league, or it can be going out to dinner with friends. This type of activity are found to have a positive impact on our mood. Some additional sources of emotion and mood include such factors as sleep and exercise. It is important to get enough and high quality levels of sleep. Physical activity can also aid in keeping our mood upbeat. Some characteristics that are beyond our control can impact our mood, such as age and gender. Elderly people tend to have fewer negative emotions. Women tend to express their emotions readily and their moods tend to last longer. Research has shown that this is due more to cultural socialization than to biology.
Next, I will share about emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence defined as the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our own emotion, and recognize, understand, and influence the emotions of others. In practical terms, this means being aware that emotion can drive our behavior and impact people positively and negatively, and learning how to manage those emotions, both our own and others. Okay, so why emotional intelligence is important? It's a scientific fact that emotion precipitate when emotions run high. They change the way our brain function, diminishing our cognitive abilities, decision-making powers, and even interpersonal skills. Understanding and managing our emotions and the emotion of others help us to be more successful in both our personal and professional life. At a personal level, emotional intelligence helps us have uncomfortable conversation without hurting feelings, manage our emotions when stressed or feeling overwhelmed, improve relationship with the people we care about. Also, at work, emotional intelligence can help us to resolve conflict, coach and motivate others, create a culture of collaboration, build psychological safety within teams. Okay, next. There have 5 components of emotional intelligence. First, self-awareness, the knowledge of one's own thought, feeling, and motivation. Second, self-regulation, the ability to regulate emotion and action in a variety of environments. Third, empathy, the capacity to empathize and appreciate another perspective. all, decision making, the ability to make responsible choices and accept their outcome. 5th, social skill, being able to create and maintain healthy relationships.
So, in conclusion, stress is a major concern for individuals and organizations. Exhaustion is the outcome of prolonged stress. Individuals and organizations can take many approaches to lessening the negative health and work outcomes associated with being overstressed. Emotion play a role in organizational life. Understanding this, emotion will help individuals to manage them. Emotional labor can be taxing on individuals, while emotional intelligence may help individuals cope with the demand of their job. So that's all from us. Thank you.